Good evening and welcome to the Irish Art Show broadcast from the Scientology Community Centre. Tonight we are happy to present singer-songwriter Teresa Marie. She recorded her original song, Take Me Home, in 2019, which was on local and national radio and was a big hit as well. Would you please welcome her to the show?
He had a southern drawl like a red-bone hound, and every song he sang was my favorite sound. He'd be the last one off if a ship went down, the kind of man it feels good to be around, the kind of man it feels good to be around. He had hair as white as a cotton field. He could spin you a story like a wagon wheel. Never went nowhere without a rod and a reel. Lord, I miss that man, and I always will. I miss that man, and I always will. He'd see through a lie like a no-screen door. He taught me how to hunt and how to love the Lord. He carried a Bible and a 44, and they just don't make them like that no more. He said, take what you got and do the best you can. The best thing you'll ever have is a piece of land. Yeah, he knew his like the back of his hand. He was something else, my old man. He was something else, my old man. He'd see through a lie like a no-screen door. He taught me how to hunt and how to love the Lord. He carried a Bible and a 44, and they just don't make them like that no more. I saw him strum this thing every chance he could, and he left it to me like he said he would. And if you ask me why it sounds so good, it's 'cause I'm holding more than strings and wood. Yeah, I'm holding more than strings and wood. He'd see through a lie like a no-screen door. He taught me how to hunt and how to love the Lord. He carried a Bible and a 44, and they just don't make them like that no more. No, they just don't make them like that no more. Thank you. The next song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote when I was far away from home in America and feeling a bit nostalgic for home, and it's called Stop the Car, Dad. I remember how we'd never want to go back. We didn't see England as our home, for only in Ireland can you really have a childhood without a worry or a care. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna swim in the sea. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna climb that mountainside and hide. Down in Clare, where my uncle had a pub, they'd be drinking all night long. All the kids got sent to bed, but we wouldn't sleep a wink, for they'd be laughing and singing, and we'd be listening at the door. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna swim in the sea. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna climb that mountainside and hide. On the way home there were tears, 'cause leaving's always hard to take. Goodbye to Grandad and to Nana. Goodbye to swimming in the lake. But we'll be back again next summer. I can't wait. I can't wait. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna swim in the sea. Stop the car, Dad, we wanna climb that mountainside and hide and hide. Thank you. The next song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote for the centenary of the Titanic. The village I come from in County Mayo, 14 people were lost on the Titanic, and my husband's granduncle was one of them, Pat Canavan. And I was asked by the Titanic Society to write a song, so I wrote this song in mind of Pat, but with a poetic license, so they say. It's called The Water is Black. Oh, the water is black, and my heart is somewhere in the sea. On the night Titanic sailed, I sat by the fireside and dreamed of all the things we do in Philadelphia. Oh, the water is black, and my heart is somewhere in the sea. As the moon shines on the lake, the tears well in my eyes. For my love will never wake far beneath the sea. Oh, the water is black and my heart is somewhere in the sea. When I pray for you. Can you feel my love? I will love you all my life till you come for me. Oh, the water is black and my heart is somewhere in the sea. Oh, the water is black and my heart is somewhere in the sea. Somewhere in the sea. My love waits for me. Thank you. So the next song I'm going to sing is called Take Me Home, and this is a little bit happier now. And it's a love song, and this is kind of the song that really started me off on my musical journey. During COVID, I recorded this song, and I got a lot of radio play, and a man called Mike Gleeson asked me to come and work with him doing some recording for Down the Road Productions. So, Downda Road, sorry, not Down the Road, Downda Road Productions. So this is the song that really got me here so far, and it's called Take Me Home. Where have you been? It's been so hard. I've been hurt and I've been used. Take me home. I want to hide there in your arms, where I'll never be confused. Take me home. And this is real love, the kind you dream of. I want to tell you, you've become my home. I'd never felt like this before. I'd found love, I wanted more. Take me home. You said, hold on and you'll be fine. I'll be yours and you'll be mine. Take me home. And this is real love, the kind you dream of. I want to tell you, you've become my home. I never thought I'd find you, that maybe I had missed you. I like a dream you were there, someone to love, someone to care. I was home, and this is real love, the kind you dream of. I want to tell you, you've become mine. This is real love. This is real love. You've become my home. Thank you. We're getting there now. The next song is a song, it's not that old actually. I only wrote it a few years ago during COVID. And I have this photograph in my purse of my husband and my 2 boys. And it was just such a happy family day. And this is where this song came from, and it's called Dingle Shore. Battered photo in my purse, but the memory is crystal clear, clear as the Atlantic on that day. Happy faces, full of dreams, riding on the waves of a dingle shore. Can you see him, Daddy, now? The dolphin jumps again and we want more. The photo shows my happiest day. I wish I could live again, back to us and how young we used to be. Happy faces, full of dreams, riding on the waves of a dingle shore. Can you see him, Daddy, now? The dolphin jumps again and we want more. Loving you is all I have, it'll be enough. My fondest days I've spent with you, I'll never have enough. Happy faces, full of dreams, riding on the waves of a dingle shore. Can you see him, Daddy, now? The dolphin jumps again and we want more. There's a battered photo in my purse, but the memory is crystal clear, clear as the Atlantic on that day. Thank you. And we're here to the last song now, and this is a very personal song. We lost someone in our family to suicide, and I wanted to write a song that wasn't too sad, or I wanted it to give people hope. So this song is called Don't Give Up. We're all on the one road, carrying our own load, all just trying to soldier on. When you're weak, I'll be strong. When you're lost, I'll find you. I will bring you home. Don't give up on our love. Don't give up on your life. I will carry you. Sometimes I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do, but I'd walk through hell to get to you. Don't give up on our love. Don't give up on your life. I will carry you. When I gave my heart to you, I promised you forever. In sickness and health, we'll get through life together. Don't give up on our love. Don't give up on your life. I will carry you. We're all on the one road, carrying our own load, all just trying to soldier on. Don't give up on our love. Don't give up on your life. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Well, everybody at home, I'm sure you enjoyed that wonderful performance this evening. And I have to say, one of my favourite songs was The Water is Black. And it's actually about the Titanic. And I'm looking forward to hearing the reason she wrote this, because it's quite close to her heart. You're very welcome to the Irish Art Show.
Thank you so much, Angel. It's lovely to be here. You've all made me so welcome. Feels like home.
It does feel like home, doesn't it?
It does.
Actually,
Everyone is just so nice and just made me feel so welcome. It's lovely to be here.
Tell us about that, yeah.
The Water is Black. It has a family connection because my husband's grand-uncle, my father-in-law's uncle, was lost on the Titanic. And 14 people from the small village I come from, Lahadon, were on the Titanic. 3 survived and 11 were lost. And I was asked by the Titanic Society to write a song. And I was thinking of Patrick's granduncle, 21, going to America and leaving his sweetheart behind, and that's where the song came from.
You know, is it amazing? Can you imagine like the impact that had on the community?
They didn't talk about it.
Because if you think they were actually heading away on something that was exciting.
Yeah.
You know?
A new life.
And
we're going to be able to send money home, and none of that happened. And it literally was like a lost story until the doctor, he started researching it, and he was just amazed. And then it just sort of like came to life again.
I'd say it actually took years for the community to even, you know, comprehend so many.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
And the fact of the Titanic was unsinkable.
Yeah. It was just such a sorrow that so many families were affected, and some families had more than one person because they were cousins that were lost. So it just really, people didn't want to talk about it.
And even the few that came back, that must have been difficult for them.
Yeah, only one came back.
One came back.
The other two stayed in America, never came home to Ireland again. But one, she became a nun, and Mary Kelly, and that she was the only one that came back.
It's a very interesting story, I have to say. Thanks for sharing that now.
Oh, thank you.
And I love that song. It's amazing. Well done, you.
Thank you.
How did you actually get started? And, you know, did you find your voice first, or were you making little songs when you were a child, or how did that happen?
No, nobody knew I could sing. I was very shy as a child, and it took leaving England and going to America. I was a nanny out there for 3 years, and I got involved in, like, they call them hoot nights in America, and just got up singing one night and got such a reaction. I was like, oh. And this old man came up to me and he just said, young lady, you have a talent, don't waste it. And it was like this granddad figure, and he was so impactful and really meant it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I found a love for it then.
Imagine you just were
Yeah.
out and about, and just there you were.
Yeah.
And then songwriting, what happened? What's your inspiration? How did that come about?
Well, the first song I wrote is Stop the Car, Dad, and that was because I was homesick and just thinking about all those summers as kids in Ireland, and that's where that song came from.
Did you want to come to Ireland?
Oh, yeah. We never wanted to go home. We were all crying. I'm from a big family. I'm one of 14.
Wow.
And, yeah, my mum's from Galway, and my dad is Irish descent. And we'd come home for the whole summer, and going back to school. Maybe it was going back to school that was the problem, but also we just loved Ireland, and we'd all be crying. My mum would be crying, and Dad felt terrible, but that's where he worked, so we had to go back.
And now here you are.
And now here I am. I met my husband in the Irish Centre in Northampton. I was singing with the Birmingham Ceilidh Band, and we just hit it off, and 30 years later, we're still together.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a really good story.
Yeah.
So you got your dream in the end.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I love living in Ireland.
And Mayo is beautiful.
Oh, Mayo is just stunning. Yeah. Lovely people. Just a beautiful place to live, beautiful place to raise my family.
And I know that you're really interested in the songwriting workshops.
Yes, because when you're around other people that write, you can find inspiration without stealing anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just get inspired by their talent, and it's like it gives something to you. It's hard to explain. But
do you argue when you're in
I suppose if you're collaborating.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I have collaborated with Gillian Chewett on a song, just on, I can't remember, was it WhatsApp or Messenger, but we actually wrote a song like that, and it's not a bad song. You know, I'm quite proud of that song too, so that was new for me too, to collaborate. And
how do you showcase your music? I know you've done some festivals.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite way to showcase your music?
Singer-songwriter nights.
Yeah.
Because it's a different audience. They're here, like tonight, they're here to listen to the music. Mm-hmm. And you feel naked, but at the same time, that's why you write these songs, for people to hear them. And you know people are listening.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, it's a nice payback, isn't it, when you've worked so hard on a song that you like and people are listening.
Absolutely. And when people come up to you afterwards, and like you with The Water is Black,
yeah,
you know, feel that people to say, I love that song, and I feel that way, or I found a connection. That's what happens when you write your own music. You find a connection with other people.
But it is a special song, and I think even for me, when I hear of the Titanic now, I'll think of your song.
Yeah.
So the connection, there's the connection for me made.
Yeah.
and I suppose anybody else who listens to your song. Who inspires you actually musically? Did you have people that you went, do you know what, I feel like I'm kind of like that person when I sing or songwrite?
Well, I'm kind of like, I find I go between two lanes. I've got a real natural country voice. I was in an American country band for 6 years, and I love American country. I love the old stuff. I love the new Americana stuff coming out. Ashley McBryde, Brandy Clark. I love Lainey Wilson. So that would be music I'd listen to, and I would dream of writing songs as good as they write. So that's where I am right now.
It's probably always an ongoing process.
It is, because sometimes it just hits you like a bolt of lightning, and then other times it's such hard work. The songs that seem to come easy are the better songs than the ones you really have to just keep going back to and trying to make them better.
And I see that your song "Take Me Home" led you to working with, I love this actually, Down the Road.
Yes.
Downda Road.
Down the road.
Down the Road label.
Yes. I got that recorded. My husband paid for it as a present for me, and sent it off to radio stations, and sent it to Mike Gleeson. And Mike Gleeson was, "Where are you? Who are you? What are you doing?" And I was really shocked by his reaction, to be honest with you. And he invited me up to Nace and to do some, like, he does festivals there, music festivals, and he was responsible for the Women of Country album. And, you know, I've recorded 8 songs with Downda Road, and they all got to #1, and have had great radio play. So
amazing.
Yeah, from just singing in my bedroom, basically. And in choir, because I'm in a choir. And
well, you kind of have to take it out of the bedroom somehow, or else nobody's going to hear it, you know.
Yeah, that's what I felt. It was like, there's no point writing songs if nobody ever hears them.
Yes, yeah. And do you find that, like, obviously Down the Road were very, very, you know, helpful for you?
Oh yes, definitely.
The label
and
helping.
The reason we did covers was to get some exposure. People like what they know, and that was the plan. Get the covers out first, and then start releasing the originals. So we've got a couple of originals almost ready to go. So yeah, so we'll have an album out next year.
And did you get to tour with the Irish country, the women of country?
We did. I came up to Nace, and we did a gig in Lawless in Nace, and we also did a gig in Drogheda. Was it? Yeah, it was Drogheda. Yeah, and it was a fundraiser for a women's shelter. So, and Down the Road would often invite me to other festivals that they're involved in as well. So, yeah, it's been great.
It's nice to have that and meet other women in the scene and you know, swap ideas.
Absolutely. I've been so lucky. The people, the women, everyone, the musicians, they're just so nice and so encouraging, because I feel like when you're like got imposter syndrome and you're like, what am I doing here? And they're just so encouraging of what you're doing. So that's really helped me.
And what goals would you have?
My goals would be to just keep writing music and connecting with people. And I'm happy. I'm happy where I am, but just keep working on it, keep getting better, and not give up. Just get my music out there.
And I think also collaborating with different artists can be fun as well.
Oh yeah, because you might have an idea and they have an idea, and it's really fun how it all comes together. And sometimes what you think is good ends up being scrapped, and in the process you'll find something that really fits well with what the other person is bringing to the song.
And do you reckon that you'll have an album?
Yes, next year. Next year, the album will be ready next year.
Even that's exciting, isn't it? Something
Yeah,
it is.
To say that out loud is like,
I'm going to have an album.
I'm going to have an album, and I'm almost there.
Yeah.
So that's the dream.
And do you find that your music is kind of like evolving?
Oh, definitely. And listening to the advice of other people, just keep working at it, keep doing it. And the more you do it, the more sort of songs you craft, the better you're getting at it. Some songs won't be any good, but it's like, but that's another song out the way. It's a pathway to your next good song. Just don't give up.
Do you have a favourite song that you've written?
Yeah, I do. Dingleshire. Because that photograph sat in my purse for 25 years. And then during COVID, I just sort of sat down and I was just like, that is my favourite photograph. And that day was such a beautiful day. And that's where the song came from.
Great inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially the fact that you're carrying it in your purse.
I know.
It's a nice story, I have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Well, it's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you, Angel.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's been lovely to be here, and thank you to all the crew.
You're welcome.
You've just made me so welcome. It's been really, really wonderful.
You're very welcome. I have to
Thank
say.
you.
How can people find you on social media?
Well, it's quite simple. I don't really have... I need to sort of work on my social media, but at the moment, it's just Teresa Canavan Music, and I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's all there is at the moment. But after tonight, now I'm definitely gonna push it
Upped a
more.
little bit.
Push it more. You know, Instagram, TikTok. I was listening to Micra, and I was like, "What are all these social media things? I don't even know what they are." So
I think Instagram is really good.
yeah, so I'm gonna upload stuff to Instagram now because I have it there ready to go from my other page. So
Well, then get
thank
it
you.
up and running.
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do
Well,
that.
until the next time.
Thank you so much, Angel.
Safe journey back to Mayo.
Thank you.
And thanks so much. See you soon. Take care. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this evening. And we shall see you next week. On behalf of myself, Angel, and the crew, see you next week. Good night.